Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Nick's Toy Box. Today we are checking out the Marvel Legends, Marvel's Electro from Spider-Man No Way Home. Um, it is weird for us to be getting this so long after the movie came out and after the other figures all came out. I don't know if they're trying to milk this franchise. I mean, that's probably the answer. We also have the Lizard coming out later this year. It's weird. I don't understand it, but whatever. We have our standard new packaging that you would expect for figures. This one a little bit bigger, obviously, because this is going to be a more premium figure. I say that just because of his big lightning bolt accessories. But anyways, I am really excited to get into this figure itself. So I think, without further ado, we need to cut him open and go and get him on the turntable. I will say, out the jump, he looks really good. I know there is some divide between the fact that you can't take off that lightning piece on his face. I'm gonna guess it has something to do with licensing for Jamie Foxx's face. That's probably the answer. I get it. It kind of sucks because I think an alternative head would have been a dope extra accessory, but I mean, it is the classic Electro look for like a modernized look, so I like it. I really do like this figure. I like all the color to it, like the different colors. So you got like, black shirt and the khaki pants and everything like that. It is a cool looking figure. I'm actually pretty impressed. Getting more up close and personal, you can tell who it is, but I guess they can maybe get around it by having his face fully covered. Because if you look on the sides, you can definitely see who it's supposed to be. Luckily, though, that electric thing is pretty sturdy on there. I really do like this figure. I like all the wiring and everything going all over him. It's cool. I hate that though. It's supposed to be like what, one of the arc reactors. I wish it would have been more detailed to represent that. I don't know why they didn't do it, but otherwise really cool. And luckily for us, because of this figure and everything like that, his mobility for the articulation is really, really good. I don't have really any issues. I don't point it out, I don't think, but the wires in some spots will actually unplug a bit if you pull too much. And I think that's a really cool feature as opposed to it ripping or breaking because of something. Back to the articulation though, we get really awesome head movement up and down. So, you're not worried about any issues like that. You get the full swivels. You get a okay little ab crunch going forward, and you get like a pretty good one going back as well. I really am happy with the articulation on this one. His hip, leg area goes up pretty well. The thigh, sorry. You get the good knee bend and some pretty good ankle movement. You don't have any toe bends, but I wouldn't call that, I guess, super necessary for this figure, so can live with it. But I really like it. You get some really good torso bending. Actually, there you can see the wires unplugging. They pop back in, and that happens throughout the whole body with the wires, so I can really appreciate that touch. Anyways, really happy overall with the whole articulation and the quality of this figure. Accessories, though, is my big downfall for this figure. You get these two really huge and cool looking electricity features, which are really cool. I would have liked maybe like one or two smaller ones because the other ones we get are these alternative hands. So you get the fist hands and these hands, which I think these are my go-to because I always have them with electricity, which I'll show you here in a second when I get him on the turntable. He looks really awesome with that electricity flowing through. However, like I said, I would have liked maybe one or two more because the lack of accessories for this figure sucks. I think even like a stand or something to make him float like I'm doing now would really like add something to it. But I mean, I I don't know, like I don't hate him. I just kind of feel like we could have gotten something a little more. But does he look pretty cool though? I'm thoroughly impressed with him. Was it worth the long wait to get him to continue the No Way Home line? No. But I'm still glad that we got him now. But now let's go ahead and take a minute to get him off of this stand and pose him up next to Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from the same wave. They really well in size comparison. So, I think he is proportionate to what he needs to be from the movie and everything like that. Man, he looks really cool. I think it pairs really well. This is the new CT Amazing Spider-Man, just so you can see another one. I like these two together, actually. I like the kind of smaller Spider-Man against bigger foes. I think it like adds like a bigger look to it. I think it looks cool. That's just my personal preference. But if you want to be more size accurate, the Marvel Legend one is the way to go. But he is loads of fun, like posing and playing with, as you can like see here. I really enjoyed posing him when you get these electric things, because like you can take them off of him and add them to other people. I really like how versatile these are, because you can add them anywhere on the body. They have little clip-on spots where you can get them on some of the little silver plates, and as well as like around his hands and like around his neck and things like that. So he is a really cool figure. Really happy to have him in the collection. Like I said, I don't know if for the price tag and how long we had to wait, if he was really worth it, if I'm being honest. But I like him, and I want this whole set for No Way Home, because it's a dope movie and we got a lot of cool villains and heroes from it. So let me know if you're planning on picking him up, or if you're going to pass on him. Let me know what you think, if you would have added anything to make him your more perfect Electro. As always, I really appreciate you watching. This is just a quick little video for a Marvel Legends. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all those words. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you the next time. All right, see ya.